Is it an airplane? Is it Superman? No, it's just a bear high on cocaine. So, hi and welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to talk about, or I'm going to talk about and review Cocaine Bear. Yeah. I just saw this one at the cinema, just returned home, and I was like, yeah, I have to review Cocaine Bear, of course. Okay, Cocaine Bear is from 2023. It's directed by Elizabeth Banks. It's written by Jimmy Warden. It's starring Kerry Russell, Aiden Ehrenreich, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ray Liotta, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., Brooklyn Prince, Margot Martindale, and Christopher Heavue. So this movie is inspired by some true events. So not everything in the movie is based on true events, but the main plot kinda is. So in this one we have a drug runner. He is on a plane with lots of cocaine, and when I mean lots of cocaine, like a shit ton of cocaine, yeah. And he's worried that someone is after him or is tracking him, so he's on a plane and he decides to get rid of some of the cocaine by pushing it off the plane over a specific place to, be able to get them later. But, things doesn't go according to plan, and he gets himself killed. Yeah, this was for real. Yeah, they had news about it and everything. So this was in 1985. Yes. And then a few months later, they found a black bear, deceased black bear that had died with a few grams of cocaine in its blood. Yes, but this was a few months after the whole plane incident happened. But in the movie, the plane incident happens, the drug runner falls out of the plane dead, and he had a lot of cocaine strapped to him. So that was why the police were like, oh, there's probably more cocaine, somewhere here. Yes. So in this movie, we see where the cocaine is. We see that a bear really, really, really loves cocaine, yes. And then we have like a few stories that kind of intertwine with each other. We have Kerry Russell, who is playing a mom called Sari to her 13-year-old daughter. And she is a nurse. So she goes on a night shift to work, and her daughter and her daughter's friend Henry, they skip school and they go to this place called Blood Mountain to look at the waterfalls, to paint the waterfalls, because that is something that the daughter really wanted to do. So there we have like plot one. So plot two, we have, the drug dealers, drug runners, whoever leads this operation looking for the drugs, and they are at, you guessed it, Blood Mountain. So that is plot two. Then we of course have the ranger working there, and we also have like some petty criminals, but they're not petty, they kind of rob and knife people, but they're very young. So yeah, we have all these different people coming together. And we also of course have the police who are looking for, the drugs and the drug dealers and trying to get rid of this whole gang. Yes, so a lot of people coming together, and then we have this cocaine bear who just loves cocaine. And I love that it's set in the 80s. I really loved the soundtrack, the music. It was perfect. And Kerry Russell is wearing this bright pink kind of overall thing, which I really loved, because that was a really amazing color on her, and it really popped out in this movie and gave it that really splash of color which it needed. And I think all of the characters were very interesting to follow. It was interesting to follow all of these subplots that kind of came together at the end. And the bear, amazing, amazing. You know, every scene with the bear was, of course, stealing it. Yeah. And it is funny. It has a lot of dark humor in the right places. And in some scenes, I was laughing my ass off. The dialogue is really funny, and the interaction between these characters are really well scripted, well directed, just so good. And the movie is so interesting, you know, kept my interesting in peak just going throughout the entire movie. And we do have quite a few gory scenes, which I really appreciated, especially the ambulance scene. Amazing. The editing, so good. And you know, this was just a cocaine trip from the first second to the last, even to the after the end credits, because there are some scenes that are added after the or between and after the end credits. So make sure you don't just get up and leave as soon as you see that the credits are rolling. Be patient. They are good. And yeah, there are, you know, so many funny details in this movie, and I'm just so happy to have seen this film. As you probably can see, I am just, you know, glowing. Yeah, it is everything I hoped it would be, and yeah, it's probably one of my favorite movies of the year so far. Yeah, and I also love the poster with the bear like roaring, which I have as my thumbnail here. I just love the energy, love what probably is cocaine like just coming from it. And yeah, I mean, every scene with the cocaine bear. Oh, you can also make this a, you know, drinking game. Take a shot every time I say cocaine. Yes. No, don't do that. You probably die of alcohol poisoning, so don't do that. Yeah, I want you to be safe. But I recommend you all to watch Cocaine Bear. It was a really fun, action-paced, in some parts gory, and just hilarious movie with very well written dialogue in it. And also, there was a roof scene which kind of reminded me a bit of the old Western spaghetti movies, where they have, you know, the kind of Mexican standoff, and some of the just sounds and everything kind of reminded me of that a bit. Yeah. So I am giving Cocaine Bear 9 cocaine bags out of 10 cocaine bags for now. I might change that to 10 cocaine bags after I rewatch it, which I will definitely do. This one, as soon as I can, you know, buy it on Blu-ray, I am definitely buying it. So yeah, I really, really, really liked Cocaine Bear. So I'm hoping that you all will go to the cinema and watch it as well. And if you have watched it already, please let me know in the comments below what you think about the film. I'm super curious. Yes. So thank you so much for watching my review of Cocaine Bear. And as always, you can find the link to my podcast and to my Patreon page in the description box below. So thank you everyone, and hope you will have an amazing week. Bye!